What's up, guys? Welcome back. It's of course time for some day 3 action. About to hop straight on into that, and of course, sadly, I am here all alone today. But of course, well, we're still going to be continuing on with the action. Of course, waiting to see what is going to be happening on our first map of the day, which of course will be over on the Erangel map. So today we're going to be doing Erangel, Murmur, and then right back on in towards Erangel to see what the teams are going to be doing. But of course, before we get into that, let's jump over in towards the standings. Right, so as you can see, of course, there, the players from Active Gaming coming in right up in pole position, managing to retain their pole spot. And of course, 2 chicken dinners to account for that. 42 kills alongside that as well. 94 points. Absolutely insane. The old guards, of course, sitting over in second place on 72. Dream Team 1 point behind them, over in third place on 71. Of course, Genesis sitting in fourth place on 63. We got the players there from Tactical sitting in fifth place on 60 points. Your Killer is then also sitting over in sixth place there on 57. We got Resurrection in seventh on 53. The players there from the 7 Deadly Sins over in 8th on 49. We got Extreme Gaming over in 9th place on 41. Joining them on 41 points, of course, is the players there from JUNTAS. But unfortunately, the placement points just a little bit ahead there on the side of Extreme Gaming. Of course, we move on towards GHETTO Youth. You can see over in 11th place, sitting over on 38 points. We've got African Rise on 30 points in 12th place. ATROX in 13th on 29. Version 3 in 14th on 21. Blank Legion on 17 points. And then, of course, the players from Extra sitting on 15 points over in 16th place. But, of course, well, on that note, we're going to be jumping straight on up in towards the game. As you can see, of course, that flight path coming in from Novo side, heading straight across Quarry. It's a very southerly flight path that we've got here today for these teams. So we're going to be curious to see where these teams are going to be dropping down. And, of course, how that first initial zone is going to be shaping up. Because we've got quite a few teams in the lobby. As you can see, 16 of them right here, 64 players to go alongside that. So some great potential for some action to come on in. But of course, as per usual, give us your prediction in the chat. Let me know, who do you think is going to be the team to clutch it out in this first match? So yeah, let's see. Right, so we've got a few teams already now starting to make their way on out. With the players there from ATROX, and Your Killer is heading in the direction of Malta. Then, of course, the players there from Dream Team pushing straight on in towards Nova. Very early drop. Let's see where the rest of the teams are going to be going. It's going to be pretty spicy in the region here of Primorsk as well. As you can see, a few teams moving in. The 6s also looking pretty spicy. Same as that position just a little bit further over towards the eastern side. But now let's jump straight up in towards Blank Legion to see what they're going to be bringing us, as they've, well, find themselves here in a little bit of a hot predicament. Get the players here from version 3 now starting to make their way on through. You can see Active already lighting it up with a shot straight on into the players there from African Rise. So nice early start on the action. Hybrid, of course, just down below. Haven't been spotted just yet. You can see that continuation of the shots now coming in on the side there of African Rise. Not getting wiped out just yet, but it is pretty close for them. Of course, we see the players here from GHETTO Youth all the way down towards Primorsk area. As you can see, players there from Extra just positioned further a little bit south of their position. The north, however, is completely open. We don't have anyone moving into the north just yet. So we're going to be curious to see if any of these teams are going to try and venture up in towards those northern positions. See that it is fairly open and a great potential for some looting, of course, still over in South George and those Georgia Bull crates. But it seems like the players there from Genesis might be moving exactly up into that position. But now we jump back over in towards Primorsk. You can see the players here from GHETTO Youth. Slowly making their way on through. The players from Extra also a little bit cautious on their approach. Pretty sure they've seen the team from GHETTO drop down alongside them. So now they're just waiting to see if they can find that position. Ooh, Blank Legion coming in behind version 3 though. Nice bit of a sneak attack coming up behind them. As you can see, Rambo and a Hybrid all now getting ready to push on in. Detective now starting to take a few shots. But a nice aggression coming in here. Down goes Detective as MG finds those heads straight on in. Ooh, double whammy on the side of version 3. Of course, now it is up to Sleek and Any to try and make that defensive play and reclaim this position. Oh, down goes Any as well. So everything now riding up to Sleek. Oh, as you can see, Teo now experiencing a little bit of a glitch there. A little bit of connectivity problems as they try to push on further. Fortunately enough, he manages to make it all the way up to his teammate. But here we go now. Sleek moving around the outside, trying to come on in. Oh, down he goes. Hybrid finds the shot straight into the side of him. Quick, swift finish coming in right there. But of course, now we jump back over in towards Primorsk to see what these teams are going to be doing as the players here from Extra now start applying the pressure on it to the side of Ghetto Youth. Cams and Co now rushing in, finding the head straight up towards them. Oh, Bappy now also trying to make a quick play there, but of course, it's getting ended. Now everything is up to Short. You can see Short now trying to disengage, trying to move away. Will they be able to make it out all the way on through? Right, so long, lonely road now remains for Short, the last remaining player there of the Ghetto Youth team. So we're currently sitting on 15 teams. And of course, now you can see the players here from African Rise. We're on the 6-9 on the side of African Rise, just venturing a little bit further through the zone, looking for a decent position to pull on up into. JUNTAS, however, on the opposite end, moving all the way over into Watertown. So I'm going to be curious, quite curious to see what the players there from JUNTAS Youth, the African Rise, ATROX, version 3, Blank Legion, and Extra are going to be doing in today's games, as they're sitting from 10th place down to 16th place. In fact, we could actually probably be looking at the bottom 8 teams. That of course starts over from Extreme. So it's Extreme Gaming, JUNTAS, Ghetto Youth, African Rise, ATROX, version 3, Blank Legion, and then of course the team from Extra. So we're going to be keeping our eye on those teams to see how they're going to be faring here today. And of course, version 3, the first team back into the lobby. They came into today on 21 points. And of course, being the first team back, that means no placement points for them. So they're going to retain that position on 21 points. But of course, now it's going to be interesting to see whether or not Blank Legion or Extra Esports will be able to make up any additional points here today and potentially move themselves just up ahead of where version 3 currently is situated. But then also at the same time, we're going to be keeping a very watchful eye on the players there from Active, the Old Guard, Dream Team, Genesis, and Tactical, as those are our top 5 teams. All still in the running for that top slot spot. Splot. I don't know what a splot is, but either way, here we are. So you can see the players there from Extra positioned all the way over into Primorsk. So I'm pretty sure they're positioned there and not rotating in just yet, purely for the fact of where they are placed on the leaderboard. They're trying to be a little bit cautious, trying to not find themselves in any engagements, any unnecessary engagements. As you can see, of course, they've already brought in 3 kills. So they still have 3 more points to go to catch up to version 3. And then, of course, that 1 additional point just to move up ahead of them. We've got a very interesting zone, of course, as well, as you can see here. Positioned ever so slightly over towards the western side. So not an aggressive shift to the zone. A very steady start to the game here today. Of Of course, now we see the players here from Blank Legion also just making their way on through. Trying to find a decent position to move on up into. As you can see, Teo and Detective, of course, now just holding on. The rest of the squad about to rejoin back up with them. But now also we see the players from Active Gaming starting to venture a little bit further through the zone. Oh, but it seems like Blank Legion might be pulling up fairly close towards them. Not exactly onto their position, but of course just crossing right in front of them. Fortunately, Ted and Gat, they're not really hearing the vehicle as it makes its way past them. Still some interesting positions that we see coming in here from the teams. The players there from Dream Team, of course, down over on that Sosnovka Island as well. Just taking up that position. Let's quickly jump up into the drop here. As you can see, the players here from ATROX already moving straight up, grabbing the loot. Quickly now trying to make their way out of that red zone. I'm loving this red zone though. Just adding that cherry on top. Just in case the teams thought they were in the clear. Now just adding in that extra element. You can see Rayon, of course, they're from African Rise. Just positioned over towards their western side. Now we jump over to 6-9. Interesting to see the split coming in here from African Rise. Not quite sure what the purpose of this is. I mean, essentially you would like to retain that grouping. Especially only being 2 players in this match. So it's going to be interesting to see whether or not they'll be able to rejoin again. I mean, Rayon having a fairly decent position within the next phase. You can see positioned very close to center zone. Of course, Pachinki not being too far away from that center point either. 7 Deadly Sins, of course, now holding up that position. But we see the players here from Extra now making that rotation up in the direction of Pachinki. Are they going to move right into that? Or potentially cross past that and maybe move up into position a little bit further over towards that western side. It's going to be close. So many players now all just rushing into the zone. You see the old guard also now just making their way on up as well. Are we going to see them pull into this compound or potentially push right by, either going up to the church or maybe even further inwards towards that zone? So we got the players there from Atrox, of course, now taking up position atop there of Potato Hill. Active Gaming holding on at the edge of that zone. Very interesting play coming in there from them. Curious to see whether or not we're going to be seeing any aggression, as they are quite a few points ahead. 22 points ahead of the competition, which is of course players there from the old guard. And 23 points ahead of Dream Team. It's going to be interesting to see whether or not Old Guard or Dream Team is going to try and step it up in these games here today to try and close that gap in and behind them. Ooh. Shroud finding a quick shot into the side of Enigma. Fairly interesting position here coming in from Atrox. Surprised to see them actually getting knocked out. Your Killer is now, of course, retreating down the hill. But we see Madonna now coming in from behind. Beautiful wrap around approach. Will we see Madonna finding any of those hits? Getting any knocks in? Nice steady sneak approach. The rest of the squad, of course, now moving up. Oh, there we go. Madonna quick to react to the rotation. But that, of course, now eliminates the element of surprise that they were potentially hoping for. Now Madonna needs to try and rotate all the way around. But let's jump over to 7 Deadly Sins. You can see them now starting to take aim over towards the players there from Your Killer is. Oh, 7 Deadly Sins now. Just getting ahead. Beautiful shot. Quick response coming in there from Conky. Or rather M4 moving up for the res in on Conky. And of course, right here over towards this eastern side, we see the players here from Your Killer is. Trying to decide which way around they're going to try and take this bush. Oh, King now also getting knocked out. That M24 really doing its job here today. Just said being pretty proficient with the M24. Of course, now they're getting ready to move up once again. Will we see Sid trying to push further in towards Pachinki, or maybe try and take a bit of an off angle? Right, seems like he's going for these compounds. Very interesting rotation. Quite a bit of a disengagement from the fight. Right, here we go. Old guard, of course, also just positioned down in the south. You can hear all the shots coming in there from 7 Deadly Sins. All that gunfire is drawing in more and more players. We see the players there from African Rise finally getting much closer together towards each other. But of course, now as we jump over towards Your Killer Is, we see those shots flying in their direction, coming in from the old guard. Hazen coming up with that DP28 rather. So let's see if Hazen will be able to find any of those hits. Alright, so you're not seeing much just yet. The players there from Extra, or Extreme rather, holding just on the outskirts, as well as Extra. So both teams, in fact, still holding on the outskirts of that zone. You can see now that the western side is just opening up completely, as we've got such a big concentration of teams. Or rather, the eastern side, yes. So you got such a big concentration of teams all on this east or western side rather. Oh, there we go. Genesis now getting ready to push on in. Just trying to rotate through. Oh, moving up right alongside the players here from 7 Deadly Sins. Come on, who's gonna get it? Anyone? Right, so we got a bit of movement now, more towards the central portion of the zone. African Rise now getting rushed here by the players from Extra. 6-9 now caught up on the roof. You can see Rayon, of course, off in the distance there, as well as Genesis now just rotates past. But of course, Flex and Bilo or Tobilo now still hanging back. Oh, those nades now coming in as the players here from Extra try to find the damage. Oh, up they come, rushing straight in. Down goes 6-9. Nothing really to do from that point onwards. Now Rayon, of course, to position down over towards that south end. Oh, just watching the kill feed as his teammate gets sent back. Genesis now, of course, sitting still on 4 players. A few hits now coming in towards them. The vehicle, of course, getting blown up right here, but the teams continue to push on forward. Down goes the players from Juntas at the hand there of the players. I believe that was the old guard that farmed those hits in towards them. ATROX now just atop of the hill, still retaining this position up on Potato Hill. Let's see if they'll be able to defend it. So we've got a few players now still in the vicinity. 14 teams remain, 48 players still alive. 7 Deadly Sins, of course, now taking up that position just towards the south. We've got Genesis south of them. Reds still holding on the opposite end there of the Pachinki Fields. And here we go, our loner ranger for the Ghetto Youth team. Trying to make their way on up and towards the zone, rotating around that southern point. Alright, so waiting to see where our next point of aggression will be coming from. Let's hop on over towards the players here from Genesis. We just saw a hit coming into the side of Blank Legion. So quick, sneaky shot, but nothing too crucial just yet. Fairly interesting position coming in on the side of Genesis. A little bit of a spread, but of course nothing too crazy just yet. Ooh. Juntas, however, getting ended off, and we see the players from Extra now feeling the pressure as the hits come on through from the old guard. Old Guard really stepping up their game. They want those additional points. They want to catch up to Active Gaming. But of course, you can see Active Gaming positioned over towards that eastern side. Very safe play coming in there from them. Oh, this is going to be interesting whether or not your Killer Airs will be able to get anything done. Currently sitting over in 6th place on 57 points, but Dream Team now just rushing in towards them. Rash and Lixon both getting knocked out. We got Conan now moving up. Archer right there alongside him on Potato Hill. The shots still finding their way on through. The Old Guard, Aizen just letting it rip down that hill. They haven't been able, though, to find a push or decent bit of aggression in on the side there of the players from ATROX. But, of course, now down in the south, we see the team here from Extra getting caught in a bit of an engagement on the side of Genesis as well. So Warlord getting knocked out in the process. Ooh, Choke now getting shot at. Here we go. Here we go. Blank Legion getting a quick knock coming to their side as well from Ghetto. Here we go. Down goes Tayo. Oh, Rambo making a dash over towards that far side of the zone. With that short, gets a quick confirm. So that is one way of bringing in the kills. Warlord getting rest up, but getting knocked right back down. As we see the players here from Extra now just continuing to apply the pressure onto the side of Genesis. Ooh, just hear the eruption of shots as we see African Rise trying to gain entry, but Shy Boy quickly ends it for them. Beautifully played. So, of course, the players there from Extra finding, or rather, Extreme finding a few more points. We see one of the Genesis players now on this far side, completely isolated from the rest of the squad. It's going to be interesting to see whether or not he'll be able to regain that positioning alongside his teammates. As you can see, of course, that next phase popping over, heading into the center of all these teams. So, of course, already the players there from 7 Deadly Sins in a very good position right down in the south. So if they'll be able to hold on to this position, I mean, things will look really, really good for them. Dream Team, of course, now getting hit. That, of course, right at the top there of Potato Hill. Conan, I'm just trying to lay down a little bit of smoke cover as we still have Atrox and Old Guard off on the side. But your Killer is now applying the pressure. Down goes Lexon. Sid now coming in with a bit of aggression. 4 kills already for them. Will they find any more? Yes, they make it 5. Conan now getting caught on the wrong side of the rock. Down he goes. Dream Team gets sent back into the lobby. And a few easy kills on the side there of your Killer is. Oh, Unitas now trying to find their heads up on towards the side of Atrox, who finds those hits. But of course, now the Old Guard come rushing straight in. Just piggybacking on the carnage being caused in from the rest side. Sending up a quick nade. Will it be the one to do the job? No. Just overshoots ever so slightly. Just missing the damage. But of course, with that, ooh, bait shot gets ended. Beautiful shot coming in there from Jigsaw. Just a little bit further away. Oh, Shy Boy getting lasered by Leonidas. Here we go. The Old Guard now getting ready to push on in. Up they come, rushing straight onto the side of the zone. Right up ahead of the players here from Rez, as well as the team there from Extra. So really good positioning for Extra and Rez. But of course, now will Old Guard be able to defend their position? We see the players here from Active finding their hit straight on to the side of Tactical. So they're now getting caught out on the blue zone. Oh, down they go. A very swift end there for them. 10 teams remain. Still a bit of contention happening on the side of the zone. 3 teams positioned right here, very close proximity, but the shots now flying over from your Killer is as they find those heads straight on. And you can see Sid now getting knocked as we see Dead trying to find those hits. Oh, down he goes. Atrox getting ended. Back they go right into the lobby. And now we are left with 7 remaining teams. Of of course, now things still looking pretty spicy on this western end. Simp now just trying to find some cover, but the shots there from 7 Deadly Sins just finding their way on through. Plays here from Extreme also just held up just outside the zone. We've got 30 seconds left on the clock before they need to start pushing up. Start pushing in, trying to find a position. And of course, Reyes and the old guard still battling it out over on this western side. You can see 7 Deadly Sins still having that position, working out really fantastic for them. Of course, the players there from extra position all the way down in towards the south. An absolute bombardment coming in on the side of Rez. But here we go, Joey now trying to step on up. The shots flying straight in towards him. Oh, I'm liking this aggression. Switch now quickly finding a shot up there in towards the players there from Old Guard as well. Extra finding a shot in towards the side of Azen. Now everything up to Joey. Will he be able to make it for his team? Super low on health though. Not a lot of options. He's starting to run out of space. The blue zone now pushing forward as well. Just holding on to the edge of that zone. 7 Deadly Sins, of course, now starting to put in a few hits of their very own. Oh, down goes Azen. 20 players remain, and it is going to just start dropping dramatically from this point onwards. As you can see, of course, now we are down to 6 teams. I believe the players there from Active Gaming, oh, they've already taken quite a bit of damage. The players from Extra getting sent right back into the lobby. The final 6 teams, of course, being the players from the Old Guard, the 7 Deadly Sins, Active Gaming, Your Killer Is. We got Rez. Oh, and Extreme rather. Down they go. 5 teams now left to battle it out for that chicken dinner. Shroud trying to secure position up in the northern regions here. Quickly rushing up into the rest. They still have a little bit of time left on the clock. You see Joey, of course, now still relentless in his efforts. Will he be able to find any hits in to the side there of Rez? Of course, now the players here from Active Gaming holding on for dear life on the edge of the zone. Still having all 4 players. Really good numbers, though, for them. Oh, but the hits come on in. 7 Deadly Sins finding the shots, but of course, Ted finding the hits into a Shroud. Oh, this is going to be a very tough one for Ted to get through. 7 Deadly Sins sends up the hurt. Not Loud quickly trying to tend to Ted, but is it going to be worth it? The blue zone, of course, just eating away at their health. Down goes Ted once again. Not Cloud. I'm pretty sure he might very well succumb to that blue. 4 teams now left to try and battle out. 3 teams now left. Leonidas, the last remaining player left on the rest side. Active Gaming down to Cloud. Cloud still miraculously being able to hold on. Just staying in this game a little while longer. Oh, up comes those utilities now. Leonidas caught in a fairly tough position. 1v3. Conky, Maysam, and King. There's 3 remaining players there for the 7 Deadly Sins. Oh, it is going to be such a tough one. Leonidas now facing quite a bit of a challenge here. You can see a few shots coming in there from Not Loud, just making it a little bit easier now. 2 players left on 7 Deadly Sins. Maysam taking quite a bit of damage. Oh, down he goes. It is now up to Glonky. He's trying to rotate up towards King, but getting caught out in that rotate. Oh, Leonidas. Will he be able to clutch this out? Finding the hits. Come on. 1 more cough to go. And it is a sealed deal on the side there of Rez. Oh, and he gets it. Rez comes in with the chicken dinner. 7 kills. What a play. Beautiful stuff coming in there from Leonidas, finishing off on 5 kills. 7 Deadly Sins finishing up in 2nd place. But of course, managing to find 8 kills. 1 ahead of Rez. Players there from Active, of course, finishing over in a 3rd place. Coming in also on 8 kills. Then we move over towards Your Killer Is, as you can see, coming in with a very decent 11 kills in 4th place. The Old Guard finishing up in 5th on 5 kills. We've got the players there from Extreme finishing in 6th place on 2. We've got Extra finishing in 7th place. But of course, well, finishing on 8 kills. Very well done. ATROX over in 8th place on 1. Blank Legion over in 9th place on 4. We got Ghetto Youth over in 10th place on 2 kills. We got Tactical in 11th place. the team from Genesis in 12th place. We've got Dream Team over in 13th. African Rise finishing in 14th place. Then, of course, the JUNTAS finishing in 15th there on 1. And version 3, the first team back into the lobby. So there we go. There we have it. Our first match of the day done and dusted. And some very, very strong kill points coming in with those top 4 teams there. So absolutely phenomenal stuff. But, of course, we have 2 more still to go. So next up, we're heading in towards Miramar to see what the teams are going to be doing. But, of course, we'll be back with you after a short break. So stay tuned. What's up, guys? Welcome back. We are getting ready to move on into our next match. Of course, we will be heading over in towards the lovely land there of Miramar to see what the teams are going to be doing. But of course, before we head on over in towards that, we first need to see what these teams are going to, what the current leaderboard looks like. Sorry, I'm going off on a bit of a different track here on this one. But either way, let's jump on over and see what the standings look like. Right, so as you can see, of course, the standings right there coming in with Active Gaming retaining their lead, but now sitting on 112 points. Quite a considerable gap between them and the players there from the old guard, who's currently sitting on 84 points. So really starting to increase the lead there. Of course, your killer is sitting over in that third place on 76. Then, of course, Resurrection over on 75. And Dream Team sitting on 70 points. So the top 5 teams, of course, all sitting above that 70-point marker. So curious to see if we're going to be having any teams breaking into those 70s. And, of course, Active Gaming being the first team to break up into the century. So really good performance coming in there from them throughout these games. Of course, now we still have a few teams in need of points as we look a little bit further down that leaderboard, as we got the top 8 teams also sitting from 60 and up, and then the teams in the bottom 8 teams sitting below the 50-point marker. Also, sorry, if you notice, there's a considerable difference when it comes into those kill points. Again, top 8 all sitting with 20 plus kills, the bottom 8 sitting below the 20 kill marker. So definitely going to be an interesting next few matches to see what these teams are going to be doing, and whether or not any of those bottom 8 teams will be able to make a bit of a comeback in these coming matches. But of course, speaking of which, we jump straight on over in towards the Miramar game. As you can see now, the flight path coming in from that Impala Island side and heading over towards that western side there, just north of Val Del Mar. So very decent flight path if for the teams especially that like to drop down over in towards the south, as it crosses straight through Los Leones, Chumacera, and of course you can see La Dralera and Monte Nuevo also fairly comfortable within reach. So it's going to be interesting to see what the teams are going to be doing, especially the ones that prefer to drop up in towards the north, even the teams that like to go to El Pozo, San Martin, Hacienda, Al Azhar. Gonna have a little bit of a more challenging approach through the zone, but of course we'll be seeing what they're going to be doing with that. And of course, you know, there's nothing a vehicle can't fix. Always just hop on over and get your way through. So let's see if we'll have any of the teams doing exactly that. Picado, of course, still being within reach for the teams that like to go there. So we might have a few drops, a few hot drops in fact, coming in. And of course, starting it off, we see Blank Legion and the players there from Extra already dropping down in very close proximity. So we could have that early game fight breaking out right on that front. We see the players there from Your Killer Is now also just moving up alongside the players here from Genesis onto that western side. Tactical and the players from ATROX, of course, dropping down over in towards Los Leones. We got the African Rice team and the players there from Extra dropping over in towards Impala. But let's hop over in towards Blank Legion to see what is going to be happening. As you can see, of course, the players from Extra right here alongside them over in towards Puerto. So very standard procedure for the time being. Everyone out just grabbing their loot, making sure they are fairly satisfied with what they have. See Detective, of course, now all the way back over towards the container yard. But a very spread out drop coming in on the side here of Extra. Extra spread out. Right, so let's jump over in towards Monte Nuevo to see what is going to be cooking over here. As we got the players from Ghetto now right here alongside the team from version 3. So there's definitely some potential here for some early game fights. But let's see if we'll have any of that. I mean, this is of course a very essential position for the players from version 3. They're sitting right at the bottom of that leaderboard. They are in dire need of points. Ooh, to try and improve their positioning on that leaderboard. So let's see if they'll be able to get any of that done, as the players here from Ghetto Youth now start moving up. They're of course sitting over in 10th place, currently on 42. That is a full 21 points, double the points we see for the players coming in from version 3. So when we see version 3 redeeming themselves in this game, gaining a few more points and pushing themselves a little bit further up that leaderboard, or will it go in favor of the players there from Ghetto? Of course, give me your predictions. Let me know what you think is going to be the outcome. Ooh, there we go. Tactical and ATROX now starting their fight over in towards Los Leones. Right, so no aggressive maneuvers coming in just yet. Version 3 still just trying to get a lay of the land, trying to figure out where exactly the players from Ghetto are positioned. Is he short, of course, now? Just moving up, creeping onto the side here. But I'm liking the fact that version 3 moved Darkside off to the far side there, taking that off angle. Ooh, Blank Legion now getting hit by the players there from Extra all the way down over in towards Puerto. And we still have a bit of an engagement happening over in towards Los Leones. Very interesting playground for these teams to try get into these engagements. A little bit of a split coming in there between Gyro King and the rest of his squad, of course. And of course the players here from ATROX also now already losing their first player, Patriot being the first one back in that lobby. Gonna be sitting there waiting for them to rejoin back again in towards the wrangle match. Ooh, there we go. Enigma quickly finding that 6-time scope. But let's jump over towards Blank Legion, as they still have a wounded player. As you can see, Hybrid now about to get tended to, as we see Detective now moving on up. Ooh, a few hits coming in there from Switch. Good positioning right on the top of this ridgeline. But I'd like to see a little closer grouping coming in from the rest of the squad. Trippy Main also now starting to mobilize himself. But he's moving up into zone to potentially try and set up that anchor point if things were to go a little bit south here. But oddly enough, we got Rambo on that far side. Really interesting positioning. Detective now trying to peek. A quick shot coming in there from Switch. Oh, Cam's now following through with the hits, but Rambo coming in with those ranged shots. Alright, I understand why Rambo is all the way off over in that compound. Bit of a back and forth between Rambo and Switch now. Ooh, Ghetto Youth and version 3 now also finally starting that engagement over in towards Monte Nuevo. See Cam's now starting to move up, about to cross that road in the direction here of Rambo. So nice to see them starting to apply a little bit of aggression. A little bit of a repositioning strat coming in here for the side of the players of Extra. Hybrid and Detective not moving out just yet. Let's see, things seem to be getting a little bit heated over in towards Monte Nuevo as we got that red zone coming in. And of course, Ghetto Youth now pushing on into the side of version 3. Ooh. Vito finding the heads. MJ now getting forced to play a really tough game. Darkside also just regrouping up, getting closer to the rest of the squad. But of course now an extra bit of distance, managing to keep them in the game for a little while longer. Ooh, quick peek into Pappy. Down he goes. Red zone also now in place, so things could get pretty spicy, pretty hairy. Oh, nice hit from Darkside. Finds the knock in towards short. Oh, it is a 1v2. We got O'Henny and Slight just up ahead. Come on, here comes Darkside. O'Henny trying to get that race, but a beautiful strife coming in there from Sly, sending the players back. Version 3 come to an end of their Miramar map here. Of course, now quickly jumping back over towards Blank Legion, over in towards Puerto. Still fairly spread out. We got that blue zone also now starting to move on in. Wonder if they'll be able to find a vehicle. It seems like that is what they are searching for. The rest of the zone, however, looking very, very chill. Look at the players from Rez up in San Martin, completely uncontested. But as we hop on over towards El Paso, we see the players here from Your Killer Is. Of course, now just moving a little bit further up ahead of the players there from Genesis. So Genesis coming into this game sitting on 64 points. Your Killer Is, of course, coming in sitting over in third place on 76. So Genesis will need to try and take as many engagements as they can find, and of course hopefully they are successful in their endeavors. But of course the players there from Your Killer Is, they can afford to rotate away. Alright, so Genesis now just trying to settle their loot, get everything sorted. Blank Legion still searching. Get the players there from XTREME also now just mobilizing themselves, getting ready to head on over. Let's jump over here to Madonna, who's just keeping that off angle, quickly grabbing the buggy. And now getting ready to push further in towards the zone. Active now, coming under fire. Ooh. Let's see, will the players here from African Rice be able to find any of those hits in towards them, as we see Vegas now getting knocked out in the process. Right, there we go. Vegas is back up and at it. The rest of the team now starting to pull on in as well. African Rice still having quite a bit of a split in between themselves, but they are having a bit of a 2-2 split situation coming in. Oh, that 2-2 split potentially now turning into a 2-1-1 split. As you can see, Adam on the one side, 6-9 on the opposite end, just a little bit further up atop the hill. And of course, the rest of the squad still on their way in the direction of zone. Neither of these teams have been able to find their way into that zone just yet, but now we quickly jump onto the side of Detective. Oh, starts to take aim, finds the first hit into Spama. Beautifully played. But of course, the rest of the squad now just quickly hopping out of their vehicle. Oh, we can see Healer and Rambo also just up ahead. Here we go, deciding to continue forward as their teammate gets taken out. Up comes Healer. Oh, trying to push up the hill, but of course gets rushed on the side of the XTREME. Oh, finds a quick knock into Ace, but with that, Healer takes quite a bit of damage. Rambo now just on top of the hill, not really being able to move in time. But let's see, will he still be able to find that third-party shot into the side of the players there from XTREME? Going to be a very, very close one for them. But of course, it is a blue zone. It is the second phase. The teams need to keep an eye on those health bars. As you can see, everyone now on the side there of XTREME, rather getting healed up. Rambo not moving up just yet, but oh, up in the north, the African Rice team finding a beautiful strike. Here we go, here we go. Tommy gun at the ready. Rambo seems to be locked and loaded. Tactical now still taking quite a bit of damage. Come on, up comes the shots. Beautiful knock. Shy Boy now just up ahead. Will we see Rambo getting the clutch on that? Is he going to try and blow up the vehicle? Oh, it's going to be close. Down it goes Aches. So everything now riding on Shy Boy. Beautiful conversions coming in here from Blank Legion. Oh, Aches gets sent off alongside the rest of the team. Rambo seals the deal with a beautiful grenade there. Oh man, beautifully, beautifully executed. But of course now they need to focus on getting back in towards the zone. You see the players here from Juntas now also making their way on through. Oh, there we go. Your Killer Is now starting to take aim onto the side of Genesis. Madonna coming in with the hits though. Oh, another spray in the direction there of Pappy. Just manages to get in behind the ridge. Pappy and Sir Warlord, the two remaining players. for the side there of Genesis. And of course, those shots still finding their way on through. Beautiful hit into the head there of Papi. Curious to see whether or not Yorkiliers are going to try and push in aggressively onto this position. Or are they just going to try and tap a few hits away? Oh, there we go. Choke now getting finished. Papi getting ready to move. Which way around is he going to try and go? Are they going to try and reposition a little bit further in towards the zone? Alright, just hugging those ridge lines. Oh, a little bit of a risky move. You can see your killer is now coming up right behind them. Well, not right behind them, but they are in pursuit. Right, there we go. Genesis now making a dash, trying to push further in towards that zone. Let's jump up towards Tactical. As we did see Gyrobot, of course, getting sent back not too long ago. That blue zone still closing in. Waiting to see where Blank Legion is going to be going. And of course, the players there from Extra still waiting for their last player to make it up in towards the zone. We're about to head into that next phase. And of course, the zone is about to pop and it moves over in the direction of Chumasera. Man, this is going to be a very interesting play with these teams. And of course, already the players here from ATROX positioned within that zone. And I believe Tactical, yes, Tactical is also already making a decent positioning within the zone. So now we wait to see where the rest of the teams are going to try and push on into. As we see 7 Deadly Sins now just gaining entry into zone, coming in from Picado's side. Ooh, Enigma up ahead. Not quite sure why they are so exposed out in the open. Old Guard now also getting ready to move. You see them just quickly pushing in, but of course Simp coming up to that drop. Nice extra little bit of loot coming in there, but now Extra right here alongside them. Spot Simp. Oh, come on. Oh, just a little bit too much. But here we go. Extra now pushing up once again. Active, finding a quick shot onto the side of Rez. Things now heading up on the outer skirts of the zone. Let's see, will they... Oh, they might just... what I was about to say is, let's see whether or not Active will be able to find these hits into the side there of Rez. They might very well be able to do so. The 2 remaining players there from Riz just up ahead. Old Guard now starting to turn their attention elsewhere as well. Finding a few more hits as we can see coming in into the kill feed as well. Here we go. Morgan and Jigsaw now making a dash. Oh, hugging the edge of the cliff as they push on forward. Big brain rotation coming in from them. Well, unless, of course, that happens. Alright, well, they at least managed to evade the damage for the time being. Let's jump back on over towards the players here from the Old Guard. Oh, they are pushing in the direction of 7 Deadly Sins. You can see Blue and Co just up ahead. Aizen now also just positioned on that offside. Joey quickly now falling back in his direction. See the players there from Juntas over towards that drop we saw coming down not too long ago. See the drop, of course, just up ahead. Oh, and it's looking pretty tough on the side of Juntas as Pikachu gets knocked on out already, sitting on only 3 remaining players. Oh, down goes Rain as well. I mean, this would be where we see the players from Extra now pushing up aggressively into this position. But instead, they're trying to blow up the vehicle. Fortunately for Juntas, they did move out of reach of that explosion. But of course, now quickly managing to recover their numbers. African Rise now just running into the side there of 7 Deadly Sins. Rayhan getting blown up in the process alongside Savage. Adam now getting caught right there, sticking like glue to the side of that cliff. Here we go, 6ix9ine now turning his attention onto the defensive side, trying to lay down a little bit of suppressive fire onto the side of 7 Deadly Sins. So you can see now are situated just north as that zone moves further in towards Chumasera. Red still right there on the outskirts of that zone over towards the northern reaches. You see the players here from JUNTAS still making their way on through. Oh, there we go. Dream Team now also finding a quick few shots as well. Let's see if we can hop back into that fight as the action is starting to light up into the zone. Let's see ATROX now, of course, trying to push on in Dream Team, or rather the players there from African Rise right alongside them. Enigma, now the last remaining player of his team. Active going at it once again, continuing to follow through with some more shots. Genesis getting ahead. Active trying to push further in towards the zone. Caught up in a very difficult position. So many teams in the vicinity. Oh, Gad getting knocked out. Vigas now trying to lay down a little bit of fire before pushing in for that res. Mesam still just holding up. But of course now we see the players here from Your Killer is starting to move on in. King also just trying to give a little bit of information through to his teammates. Oh, Ted Bundy and Mesam on the far side here. Bumblebee finds a quick few shots into the side alongside Pikachu, taking out quite a few, or rather knocking out a few players in the process. Oh, down they go. Mesam getting ended right there. And off goes the whole squad from 7 Deadly Sins. Some beautiful shooting coming in. Active now managing to get their wounded back up and added. But of course, Rez still to make their push in towards zone. JUNTAS now pushing up as well. Rez finding the shots in towards Genesis. It's going to be an interesting push here on the side of JUNTAS as we see the players there from Extra just holding up on the side. Of course, the vehicle tire getting blown out. It's going to be so much more difficult for them to gain that extra additional speed. But of course now, oh, they decided to try and heal up out in the open, completely exposed. Duffy finding the shot. Strippy Main getting knocked out. Down goes Bumblebee. The players there from Old Guard just capitalizing on the chaos. And with that, down they go. The play zone getting the better of the team. Very easy, swift finish there for them. Black Legion also ending it for the players as they try to push on in. Vehicle getting blown up. Man, what a push that was. Now let's jump back over towards the Stream Team, who are pushed just up into the north of the players here from Black Legion. Your Killer is also now turning their attention over to the side there of the Ghetto Youth. Down they go. 10 teams remain. Old Guard, of course, now just down below. But also positioned outside of the zone. You can see Duffy now taking quite a bit of damage. Oh, not being able to heal up in time. Down they go. 8 teams now remain. Enigma also getting ended and off he goes. So our final 7 teams now remain. Oh, Rez also gets sent into the lobby. Things are looking pretty tough. As you can see, Sid now trying to find the damage into the side there of Ghetto. You got Pappy and Ohene, the 2 remaining players here for Ghetto Youth, trying to push in towards the zone, making those ridge lines work in their favor as they find a quick opening. Oh, there we go. Active Gaming now also trying to push on up, but of course several players up ahead of them. It is going to be a very difficult position to gain a good standing in as we see Joey now coming in from the top of the ridge, finding the easy shot into the side of Gad, and down they go, finishing up in 7th place. The Old Guard now also continuing to push further up in towards the zone. Here they come, moving on in. African Rise right there on the side now, starting to pick a fight with Your Killer is. Some phenomenal shooting coming in. Sid, now the last remaining hopeful, finds a quick shot in towards the side of Papi there. We got a Hene now just up ahead, just huddled up in the smoke. The rest of the Your Killer is squad not looking too great as the damage is just ticking away at their health bars slowly but surely. Of course, you can see now Sid being forced to go up for that res. Ohene about to pull off the res on the side of Pappy. And there we go. Ghetto Youth back up to 2 players. Old Guard now turning their attention over towards Dream Team as well. 6 teams remain. We've got Your Killer Ears, we've got African Rise, we've got Ghetto Youth, we've got the Old Guard, we've got Dream Team, and of course Blank Legion. Those are our 6 remaining teams. Oh, Blank Legion now just getting absolutely punished. Here we go. Your Killer is now getting ready to push on in as well. Oh, swift attack on the side of Your Killer is. Oh, Hasbot finds the final blow on Ghetto, and down they go. The Old Guard, of course, now doing a little bit of a dance on the side of the hill. Trying to find that angle in towards Blank Legion. Up comes Joey and sends them backing. Blank Legion, however, coming up with a third party. Beautifully played. 4 teams remain. Blue Zone now catching up with the teams as well. You can see Aza now quickly just relocating to the edge of the zone. Blank Legion managing to find their way on in as well. Oh, Old Guard being forced to make a very quick play, and of course not really being able to really get a good assessment of the region as they now move up into a very exposed position. Of course, with that, they get ended as African Rise Adam finds the head straight into the side of them. Of course, now he continues to try and put a few more hits in. We see the players here from Your Killer is also positioned just outside the zone. The other 2 remaining teams just up on the plateaus. You can see Adam now pushing in to the building. Will we see him get a little bit aggressive, or is he going to try and stay hidden for as long as he possibly can? Of course, it is a 1v1v3 as we move into what could potentially be our final zone. A few seconds remain until we see that blue zone start closing in, and we of course then head into our 8th phase. So Hasbot not trying to find his way on up. Adam just patiently waiting. Trying to see who's going to be moving up, keeping his eye very focused on that gas canister. Will we see him be able to utilize that movement, or that maneuver rather? Oh, it's getting close. It's getting so close. Right. Adam now figuring out that he is not in the blue zone. Rambo now just moving up. Will Ambo budge? Oh, Adam not budging just yet. Hasbot also just waiting patiently. Oh, beautiful nade in from Hybrid. 2 final teams. It is Hasbot from Your Killer is going up against the full squad, or rather the 3 remaining players from Blank Legion. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Rambo now getting ready to push on up. Searching down below. Oh, up he comes. Did he spot him? Oh, no. Hasbot gives away his position. Finds a quick strike onto the side of Rambo. But of course, now up comes the rest of the squad. Hasbot managing to steal that quick kill. Very sneakily trying to make his way on through. That zone now starting to close on up. Hasbot managing to quickly heal up as well. Oh, finds a laser head in towards Hybrid. Tries to get to confirm as well. So now it is a 1v1. Detective out in that blue zone. As you can see, his health bars now really starting to drop. Oh, he doesn't want to move up just yet. Come on, get in, get in. There we go. He has made it in successfully. Quick bit of a misfire coming in there. Bit of molly work coming in as Hybrid gets confirmed by Hasbot. Putting that M4 to work. Oh, thank you so much. Fire. What? Dude. Oh, man. Thank you, Active Fire. You are a legend, dude. Thank you so much for the £5. Wow. Wow, dude. Like, I'm speechless. Thank you. I'm a big fan of you. Right, here we go. Let's see what Hellspot is going to do. Coming up the last bush. Oh, Detective finds the hit into the side there. And down goes Hasbot. But what a valiant effort that was. Blank Legion coming in with 10 kills and a chicken dinner. The players there from Your Killer is finishing off on 12 kills in second place. Just narrowly missing that chicken dinner. Whew. Of course, the African Rise team finishing over in third place, as you can see there, on 7 kills. The Old Guard over in fourth place, coming in with 12 kills as well. What's going on with the top 4 teams here? Something is cooking. Dream Team, of course, finishing over in 5th place there on 3. We got GHETTO Youth finishing over on 6th place with 6 kills. We got Active Gaming over in 7th on 2 kills. We got Reyes finishing in 8th on 1. ATROX over in 9th place. The players there from Extra finishing up in 10th place on 2. Tactical in 11th on 1. JUNTAS finishing over in 12th place on 2 kills. We got Genesis in 13th, 780 Sins in 14th. Then, of course, the players there from XTREME, rather, finishing in 15th place with 1. And version 3, the first team back into the lobby. So there we go. There we have it. A very, very spicy match. But of course, we're going to be moving into our final game of the evening, which will be the Erangel map. But once again, a big shout out to our top 4 teams there. Blank Legion, Your Killer is, African Rise, and of course the players there from Old Guard. Some really good kill points coming into that one. So well done, guys. But of course, yeah, thank you, Active Fire. You are a legend. Big fan. But of course, see you guys back after break. Stay tuned. What's up, guys? Welcome back. We are getting ready to move into our final match of the day. And of course, well, we need to have a look at our standings. It is pretty close now. So here we go. As you can see, after that second match, man, it is looking absolutely insane. The players there from Active Gaming still holding on, but now only leading with 15 points. Old Guard just moving themselves up into that century, coming in with 20 points. The York Killer is, of course, also just breaking the century, coming in there in third place. I mean, it is so close. 19 points between first and third. 15 points between first and second. Man, it's going to be neck and neck battle, but of course we could still see the players from Dream Team and Rez also push on in, as they are sitting on 81 and 80 points. So that is 20 and 19 points behind third place. Man, it is going to be so tough. Oh, ooh, give me your predictions. What do you think is going to be happening in this final match of the day? Will we see Old Guard sneaking into that pole position? Will we see Dream Team or Rez potentially coming into the top 3? Like, what do you think is going to be happening? I mean, this is going to be such a close match. I don't, like, it's legit. It is so crazy. But of course, man, speaking of which, the match has started. Let's jump on in and see what the flight path is bringing us. Right, so here we go. Here we go. Ooh, a very western flight path. Oh my goodness. You can see it coming in there from shooting range, heading straight down to the west there of the Sosnovka Island. Man, it is going to be a very tough one to see where these teams are going to be going. And of course, ooh, we might see a few hot drops. So give me your predictions, give me your thoughts. Do you think we're going to be seeing these teams all dropping down very close together? Will this be a quick match just based on the flight path, or will we see some of those teams breaking away and moving to that far eastern side? Well, of course, it also depends on what the zone is. But give me your thoughts now before we get into that zone. Right, so as you can see, of course, now several teams breaking off, making their way across. A few teams moving very close together. So I'm expecting a fairly hot drop coming in here. But let's see. Let's see. I mean, just looking at the side there of Rozok, already have Your Killer Is and the players from ATROX. Oh, so close. But that zone comes in and moves into the north. Oh, what a brutal way to finish off this final match of the day. Genesis, however, looking very comfortable on their far side over towards South George. No one even considering to move into that position. But now let's jump down over in towards Primorsk, as we got the players here from Extra and the team there from version 3 once again dropping down right there alongside each other. Rez, of course, now still up in Ferry Pier. Ghetto Youth are holding on towards Rozok. A few teams in the vicinity still there. So it's going to be interesting to see how that one is going to go for them. But of course, let's keep an eye for now on these two teams, as it is going to be the players here from Extra and the players from version 3. The two teams sitting at the bottom end of that leaderboard. I mean, ideally we would wish to see, I would wish to see either both these teams or one of these teams disengaging and just rotating out. Right, so the rest of the zone starting to clear up nicely now, as the teams are spreading out bit by bit, making their way on through. Let's have a look through the rest of the players, however, here for version 3. So this is the ideal position for version 3 to get out of there. They are positioned up on this far side. I mean, they do have some vehicle spawns over to that side as well, which they can, of course, make use of. In fact, we can see a vehicle right over there, just down the road. So if they decided to grab that vehicle and move out, I mean, you know, I wouldn't be against that. You can see Darkside also. He's got a buggy right there alongside him. So if you could grab that and get out, you know, that could be a decent play. It's going to be interesting to see what these teams are going to be doing. But of course, now if we look on over towards that more centralized portion of the zone, we can see the players from Tactical now starting to regroup. Blank Legion still just hanging about. Not engaging too much, which is fair. GHETTO Youth, of course, still making their way through over towards Rozhok. Juntas over in Watertown. African Rise now starting to regroup down over towards that southwestern edge of the zone. Alright, so let's see. A little bit of a distance coming in between these two teams. But I mean, I definitely hope that version 3 just completely disengages and rotates up into the zone. That would be the safer play. I mean, it's all good and well to get into a fight. But is it worth to get into a fight with the 5 seconds remaining on the clock? The blue zone about to start closing in, and your team being 1.3 something kilometers away from zone. I mean, I think the best play here would definitely be to try and get back up into zone instead of getting caught out by the blue zone. I mean, you can also see the players there from Extra. They're also not actively searching. So, dark side, turn around, my friend. Turn around. Go the other way. Go the other way. Go the other way. Don't take the engagement. Whatever you do, do not take the engagement. Resist. Resist and relocate. Because now they're being a little bit hesitant to rotate up. Or rather disengage. It allows for the players there from Extra to gain quite a bit of ground on them. Alright, so it seems like they've been able to secure a vehicle for now. Oh, that sounds like a bike. Oh, there's a vehicle right there. Come on, dark side. Come on, dark side. Go for the vehicle. Go for the vehicle. If you're rooting for the vehicle, go for the vehicle. Keep pushing. Yep, there we go. There's one just up ahead as well. Come on. Keep going. Keep going. It's like they heard me somehow. Good call. Good call. Well done, version 3. You live to fight another phase. So proud. So proud. Alright. Now, let's jump over to Old Guard. As we got the players here now. We got another team moving in. Fairly close towards it. That, of course, being the players there from Extreme. As they now also start to make their way on in. Ooh, they're pushing on to the side of the hills. We see the players here from African Rise. Oh! Being very eager to welcome them in to this region. There we go. There we go. Oh, Ace and Axe passing through right through the center there. Seems like they're going to try and move up over in towards Headshot Hills. A bit of a risky position to be in. But of course, it could still work. It could still work. Oh, let's jump in to the side of this fight as we see Active and Rez now. Right here, side by side. Active pushing onto the side. Oh, down goes Morgan. I hope Morgan is the captain. I hope Morgan is the captain. If you get it, give me a like. Oh, there we go. Active now coming in once again. They are well aware that they need to try and defend their pole position. Will they be able to get it done? Will they be able to hold on after day 3? Will this be their 3rd day of sitting up in pole position? Oh, Leonidas though with those nades. You see Blank Legion also just over towards that the northern side, as you can see a hybrid just off in the distance. Ooh, Active now retaliating with a few nades of their own. Come on, come on. Oh, Jigsaw with yet another hit. Blank Legion, who are they shooting at? Oh, shooting at the side of Ghetto. Oh, nice flank. Leonidas rushing up. Oh, gets the 2 confirms. Come on. 1 remains. Oh. Well done. Rez ends it right there for the players from Active, of course. Rez getting in some really well-deserved points. 4 easy kills. Currently sitting in 8th place on 80 points. Still a few points to go before they move a little bit further on that leaderboard. Already potentially moving up into 4th place, of course, depending on what the Dream Team is going to be doing. Dream Team coming into this match being 1 point ahead of them. You can see Dream Team now making their way on back in towards that zone. Ooh, but Headshot Hills about to start lighting up. As we see version 3 making their way on in as well. Of course, now we've got the players from Juntas just positioned off on the side. There we go. 7 Deadly Sins now trying to approach. Oh, right into the water. There we go. All right. Let's see how Juntas will react to this. Oh, of course, quite aggressive. Oh, Pikachu getting knocked out. Oh, Mesa and Blue both now just huddle up together. King and M4, the 2 remaining players. Oh, come on. So far, so good for Juntas. King now quickly trying to recover a little bit of health. They have the positioning. Oh, look on the mini-map. Oh, Juntas coming out of nowhere. Tactical now also following suit. Up comes Wizard. Down goes Wizard. Oh, that was magic. Well done. Juntas now just holding on to their position. Beautifully played. Man, that was well done. Juntas, of course, coming into this match, sitting in 13th place, but of course already being able to acquire 5 kills. Losing Pikachu in the exchange. But either way, still a very good fight there for them. Let's quickly jump up into the drop as we got 2 teams right on top of it. This, of course, being the players from Your Killer Is and Dream Team. Archer now getting a little bit aggressive. Trying to push the players there from Your Killer Is just a little bit further away. And here we go. Rez now moving up as well. Just trying to get ahead of that red zone as they continue now to venture further in towards the north. The players from Extra, of course, all the way down in the far southern reaches. We've got Ghetto Youth positioned very close to this bridge. Blank Legion right behind them. Ooh, Dream Team now managing to cross over very successfully for the time being. Blank Legion, of course, now positioned all the way down over in that southeastern side. See a lot of the teams pushing a little bit further up in towards that northern half, but the zone are pretty much split in half with that river. It's going to be interesting to see who's going to all try and move across. And of course, in fact, then where the next phase is going to be taking us. African Rice taking a little bit more of a safer approach, staying in and around the Georgia Bull Crate region, which is a decent move. Of course, no need for them to try anything risky just yet. They are sitting in 12th place. They do have 47 points. They could do with a few more, but of course, well, let's see. There's still a lot of potential. 14 teams remain. 52 players still alive. Alright, then now we wait to see what the zone is going to bring. Blue zone, of course, now starting to close on up. Players here from Juntas now just having a nice go at all the loot, getting themselves set up, all waxed out for the coming phases. As we now are about to conclude our second phase. The drop coming down over in towards Rozhok. Blank Legion taking a very wide rotation. ATROX now moving up into safety, moving in towards the north, right onto the hills. Oh, that zone is just brutal, moving into the west. Wow. The river now completely splitting that zone in a half, potentially even into thirds, if you count that that nice little split there in the river. But of course, now we see the players here from Old Guard. They are perched right there, smack dab center zone. Oh, Sid now running into a few trees on the way in. Is he going to try and move up in towards this compound? Oh, there we go, there we go. Oh, that approach would have been so much better had they waited just a few seconds longer. Of course, catching a beautiful surprise on the players there. But here we go. The Old Guard now finding the shots in towards African Rise. Hazen getting knocked out in the process. African Rise now, of course, starting to move on in. Just trying to reinforce that position. Ooh, very risky play. Rayon out in the open. There we go. Simp now quickly pushing up for that res over towards Hazen. Adam now going with a bit of a wider positioning. Trying to get that off-angle positioning coming. Ooh, but up in the north. Up in the north. ATROX pushing in on Dream Team. Conan finds the first hit. Ooh. Dead gets knocked right out. ATROX now caught in a fairly tough position. They are down to only 2 remaining players. It is Yaya and Patriot. Oh, Yaya getting caught under the plane. Can't move. Everything now riding on Patriot. Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh, Conan with the shots, though. Claiming a few extra points there for Dream Team. I mean, Dream Team once again putting up a phenomenal effort. Let's jump on over towards Old Guard. They're trying to push onto the side here of the players. Rather defend their position against the players from Extra. Oh, Extreme. Never mind. Extreme. Oh! Quick shot into the side of Simp, and down they go. Old Guard being able to hold on a little while longer. But of course now Rez also looking very good on their kill points. 1 point behind Dream Point on the scores for the time being. Oh, make that 7. Dream Team up in the north, sitting on 4 kills. So for the time being, Rez is leading with points. But of course, we'll know once these teams get sent back into the lobby. Once we know their placement points. Oh, version 3 finding a beautiful shot into the side here of Gyro King. Nice surprise. Great trigger discipline coming in there from them. But of course, now up comes the rest of Tactical. Starting to push on in. Well, we see them try and get up in towards Gyro. Oh, there we go. Little hesitation on the rotate. Dark side now keeping that angle, but of course the players there from version 3 trying to secure that position around Gyro. Oh, Sherlock quick to react, but of course Gyro getting knocked out. Sherlock now left to fend for himself. Darkside and Sleek in front of him. In fact, the full squad of version 3 still in the vicinity. Down it goes Gyrobot. Quick explosion coming in from Darkside. Alright, Gyro King now still just bleeding out alongside that church. We see that AWAM now coming in as well. Ooh, come on. Who's gonna get it? Sherlock now just trying to put down as many smokes as he can. He's got about 45 seconds or so remaining on the clock. I see version 3 now starting to move in. Spreading out, up they come. Oh, MJ steps in and down and they go. Dark side rather, finding the kill shot right there onto the side. Back they go, beautifully played. Blank Legion, of course, now up in the north, down to the last remaining player. This is Libanox. Oh, sorry, Rambo. Also in the game. Where is he though? Oh, right there alongside Adam. Down he goes though. Adam with the hit just strikes down the Thunder. And down he goes. 11 teams now remain. Libanox trying to push on up in towards the zone. Dream Team getting a little bit aggressive. Up in the north here as they push into the side of the players there from Your Killer Is. Hasbot gets knocked out, but Rash and Conan both getting knocked out. Beautiful defensive play here from Your Killer Is. Let's see if Madonna is going to try and bounce on that one. King just up ahead. Madonna cooking that nade. Ooh, down goes Rambo. Blank Legion. Losing yet another player. Reyes, of course, getting yet another point. The Blank Legion now just sitting to the north. Oh! Dream Team rushing in. Just striking out of nowhere. They want to try and get every point they possibly can. Of course, trailing behind Your Killer Is with 19 points. That zone now moving up once again, heading further towards the bridge. Oh, this is going to be absolute spice. There we go. There we go. All right, Dream Team. Now King getting knocked out. Version 3 getting a player knocked as well. Oh, Hasbot so low on health. 1 minute remains until the zone moves up once again. Genesis now getting hit there by version 3 in the kill feed, as you can see. Libanox, though, just patiently waiting, keeping an eye on the fight, but not engaging. Maybe waiting for that third-party opportunity. Oh, Conan, though, just lays it down. Archer getting knocked out in the process. Madonna now trying to step on in. Rash and Conan, of course, both getting raised right back on up. Down it goes Libanox. Rez finds yet another kill. Right, so with that, 10 teams remain. Oh, version 3 and Genesis now getting caught in a bit of a predicament right here on the edge of the zone. Genesis sitting currently on 2 players. Version 3 now making their way on through as well. Will we see them get the hits? Come on. It's going to be so close. Up they come. Come on. Oh, Vito getting knocked out and confirmed. A near instant hit. MJ, the last remaining player now for version 3. At least they've been able to find 4 kills in this game. That puts them on a total of 21 kills so far. Throughout 8 games. Oh, come on. Come on, MJ. Come on, MJ. Got the players there from Ghetto Youth now moving and getting ready to bounce. Finding the first hit into the side of Genesis. Finds the second one. Down they go. MJ now trying to get a quick shot into the side of Short. Short gets up. Fortunately for MJ, there is an extra additional layer of hard cover. And with that, down they go. The blue zone. Oh, man. MJ at least being able to get a quick sneak. And actually, Did MJ get all those kills? No, great. So MJ got that one kill that he was able to get from the confirm. Well done. All right. Your killer is now just on the outskirts of zone. Old Guard looking really strong in their position. Currently trailing behind with 15 points behind Active. As you can see, Active is not here. They didn't get any kills. Old Guard already sitting on 6, trying to make it 7. If they get that hit in towards MJ, it will definitely be 7. But of course, Rez now getting caught in a very tough angle right here on the edge of that bridge. Only way in is to head in the direction of Old Guard. Oh, here we go, here we go. Extra making a quick dash. Duffy gets knocked out. Pushing into the Wizard Tower. Oh, come on. Trippy Main, the last remaining player, but up they come. Rez now pushing for zone. Will they be able to find it? Trippy now just holding up, huddled on the side. Just patiently waiting. Putting down a few traps there. Your killer is now also facing a bit of an uphill battle. Down they go. Trippy Main now jumping out the window, making a quick dash for it. Rez now just moving about. They hear the jump. Oh, up they come, up they come. Are they going to get it? Oh, Trippy Main. What? Wow, Badman steals the kill away. Rez now being reduced to only 1. 4 teams left in this fight. Oh, make that 3 as Junta seals the deal and sends Rez packing. Adam now, of course, quickly trying to cross on over. Makes a successful push over onto the banks on the opposite end. Bumblebee and Damon now also trying to follow suit. Old Guard still holding on to their compound. The zone just working out absolutely fantastically in their favor. But here we go. Azen not satisfied with 10 kills. Wants to try and make it more. Could potentially find 3 more hits. Oh, if he gets that shot. Yes, indeed he does. Makes it 12. Man. It is now Adam from African Rise up against the full squad of the Old Guard. I mean, Old Guard just pulling a rabbit out of a hat. Pretty sure that they will be able to secure themselves that pole position. I mean, if they find this last kill, they are already just 2 points behind Active Gaming just based on the kill points. That is completely disregarding the placement points. And of course, they seal the deal. Clutching the chicken dinner. So they get the placement points as well as a very lovely 13 kill points. What a performance. What a play from Old Guard. I mean, well done. Azen, of course, coming in with 6 kills. Phenomenal stuff. Then, of course, we see the players there from African Rise finishing up in 2nd place. Juntas coming into 3rd. Finishing off on 9 kills. Rez, 4th place, finishing up on 11 kills. What a play. So Rez are really making a play for that positioning. But of course, so far I'm pretty sure they've been able to move ahead of the players from Dream Team. But have they been able to put in enough work to make it up into 3rd? It is going to be a pretty tough one. But of course, now we move over towards the players there from XTREME over in 5th place on 2 kills. Version 3 finishing with 5 kills in 6th place. Your killer is over in 7th with also 5 kills. Ghetto Youth 2nd place, 2 kills, 8th place. The players there from Dream Team in 9th coming in with 6 kills. So will those 6 kills be enough to make it? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure Rez might have surpassed them on the points. But of course, well, we'll find out. Genesis over in 10th place. They're on 1. Blank Legion sitting over in 11th also with 1. Tactical over in 12th place. We got the players from Extreme finishing over in 13th. We got the team there from ATROX over in 14th place. 7 Deadly Sims with 1 kill in 15th. And then, of course, Active, the first team back into the lobby. So I'm pretty sure that Old Guard might have overtaken Active Gaming. And I'm also pretty sure that Your killer is might have been passed. Maybe. It's going to be close. It's going to be close. Definitely. It's going to be super close. Let's have a quick look at the standings of this match. Well, not this one. Leading into this one. Right? So as you can see, Active Gaming, they were on 119. Alright, so they finished their play. Well, as you could see, they were the first team rather, back into the lobby. Right, so that means 0 points for them. That is still 119 for them. Then second place, Old Guard, 104. Right, coming in. Sneaking in 13 kills. So there he puts them 2 points behind. So I'm pretty sure they are now currently sitting in the lead. Your killer is coming into this match on 100. Finishing off in 7th place with 5 kills. So that puts them on 105. Alright, so pretty sure they are currently sitting somewhere in 3rd. Alright, Dream Team, as you can see, of course, 81 points coming into this match. They got 6 kills, in fact, sorry. 6 kills, 9th place. Is it going to be enough to catch up? I don't know. Reyes, however, on the other hand, finished off their play as we saw there with 11 kills. So that already puts them on 91. And then add the placement points. So I think it's going to be a pretty close one to see, you know, what the result of that is going to be. So we're going to jump into a quick break, wait for the scores, because I'm quite curious to see, and I'm pretty sure that you guys are also curious to see what the points are. So it should be just a few moments. I don't know exactly how many, but we'll find out. But of course, I'll be right back shortly with the results, so stay tuned. All right. Here we go. The standings are out, and the old guard has been able to, well, just jump on into that leading position, coming in with 132 points. That means that they got 28 points. 28 points in the last match. Absolutely phenomenal stuff. Well done. Well played. Your killer is managing to hold on to that third place. Just finding 9 points in the previous game. But Dream Team, oh, gaining 9 and 19 for the side of Res. Moving them up into fourth. 1 point away. 1 point away from breaking that century. Man, this is going to be so close. Those top 5 teams really getting pretty tight. But of course, man, that is just insane. Well done, well played. Of course, the results will be posted on social media as well, so be sure to head on over and have a look at the results. Man, it's going to be pretty spicy. And of course, we've just entered the halfway point. We've got 3 more days to go. Day 4, day 5, and of course, day 6. So, it's going to be spicy. It is going to be super spicy. But of course, well done. Absolutely phenomenal performances coming in today. And thank you so much for everyone watching. Thank you so much, ActiveFire, there for the donation. Once again, you are a legend, my friend. Thank you so much. But of course, that is going to bring us to the end of the broadcast here today. Hope you guys enjoyed it as much as we did. And we look forward to seeing you back again tomorrow. So stay safe. Have a fantastic evening. And see you later.